Ai de capul meu, mă. Well, it certainly has been a while ever since I have been able to last record something or post a video. The main reason for my absence is that I was gonna make some videos down the line. I had two videos prepped up, one about crossover Pokemon games and the other I forgot what it was. But due to my voice tone, to the script, to lack of gameplay footage, you can notice the gameplay footage here is fucking Minecraft. Yeah, no, I don't have gameplay footage of Pokemon fan games. All that basically led to me not being able to post anything on YouTube, nor having anything to post on YouTube outside of low quality footage, which would not have been neat. But I had an idea, and now I'm gonna go on through with it. In this video, I'll showcase what has happened in the last week within the Pokemon fangame community. What news came out, what is going to happen next, and what other fangames got updated, released, whatever in this past week. This is all possible with the thanks of the Pokemon Fangames news channel over on Twitter, so if you guys want to check out the news and certain Pokemon fangames without waiting for my video, you guys can go check them out on Twitter, do it, they're pretty helpful. If they couldn't have been here, I don't think I'll have made a video today. So let me put on some Pocket Mirror music and let me tell you guys about what happened this week within the Pokemon fangame community. The first piece of news that we have this week is that Pokemon Odyssey has finally begun entering its beta testing phase for the 4.0 update, which is huge. Pokemon Odyssey has been one of the biggest games within the ROM hacking scene, and it finally being finished feels like the end of an era for many, myself included. Some other news is that the game's post-game events and true editing are around 75% done, the selection process for the game's final beta testing has officially come to a close, and a screenshot of Nick's trying to replicate Undertale has fully surfaced from the developers. I am personally very excited for the game's final update, as I know Team Yggdrasil is gonna be able to put out an absolute banger that will come down in series as one of the best Pokemon ROM hacks ever made. Other news this week is that Pokemon Axon, a fangame that has released its third beta now, has revealed their evolution for Macargo, Magmachine, which is still a Fuego Acero. It's in Spanish, I can't read Spanish. I think it says Steel type, but I'm not sure. Axon seems like an interesting game. I did not have it on my radar before this week, so I'm excited to see what the game has. I'm probably going to be trying it out after I finish the game jams, but this is definitely an interesting update. I do hope they buff Macargo a lot. From what its design and from its tank engine, it seems like it's gonna be a speedy Pokemon, and I do hope it's gonna be a lot faster in battle. It's gonna be able to tank a lot more moves. You know, Fire Steel, it's a good moveset, maybe with Air Balloon it's gonna work. I don't know, I'm gonna have to see till the next beta and when I play the game. Its design was also made by Fakemon artist Okyo Arts over on Twitter, who makes a lot of Pokemon Fakemons. So if you guys like the art style of how Macargo looks, be sure to check them out on Twitter, they're definitely worth the hype from what it seems. Next up, we have Spanish PokeTuber Frank Moore announcing a Pokephone Presents, which is slated to show a lot of Pokemon fan game projects, which I am excited for. I have always liked these kind of presents for more Pokemon projects, since it puts me on air for a lot more stuff. Out of these, I was able to learn about stuff like the Clockwork Moon, for example, which I find super neat. I am truly excited to looking out for the announcements here. I might even make a video on it, depending on my reactions and what I like from it. So we'll see, we'll definitely see. Next up, a pile of news I am very excited for. Golurk Rising was one of the original games from the very first game jam that Relic Castle has made, back when Relic Castle was still, I think, RIP Relic Castle, and now a remake of it has been released by the same creator. Golurk Rising Chapter 1 is out and is available to play right now. As of the time I'm recording this, the developer has sent out a message that it has reached 100 downloads so far on the EV Expo website, which is super cool to see. I'm super happy to see that the game is getting the recognition it deserves. Again, this is kind of like the cornerstone of Pokemon game jams, you know? So seeing this come back is like, I don't know, it's like seeing Tokyo Ghoul getting remade in 2025. The story is also really cool. The game Golurk Rising, the original one, was actually lost media by now, because it wasn't re-uploaded once Relic Castle was first taken down, so it was pretty much lost. I noticed that when I was replaying through old game jam games, and it was just not there, it wasn't playable, it was nothing. Now, by the developers' words, the game was kinda sucky, and by 2015 standards, I think they were kinda right. If you compare it to other Gen 2 games from around that time, like Pokemon Twilight, yeah, I'd definitely see it as a game that's probably would be pretty unfun to play in these days, and by my experience of actually playing Golurk Rising, because I'll get to that in a bit, it was actually a lot of fun. The game had a good movement, it felt like you were moving fluidly, it didn't feel like you needed the run button or even the speed up button for that matter, which is a good thing, it's a really good thing. The battles were fun for the most part, the latter part were a little bit wacky on the level scaling, and the encounter rate feels a little bit too high for my liking, but overall the game's good. For a first beta, first demo possible, it's a good game, and I really do like it. Radical Raptor, the game's developer, has also made some other Pokemon fan games in the past, although the only one I'm really thinking of right now is Diamond and Pearl Terrarian episode. I know there are others that they worked on, and I'm sorry for not being able to remember them, but the key is that they're a long-running player within the Pokemon fan game community, and I'm happy to see that they're still making games. In the next order of news, a French Pokemon fan game named Pokemon Esprit has revealed their 3-star Pokemon. Bir Petufril, Feuvril, Cherflot. I don't speak French, and I can't fucking... Oh, they have an English name. Oh, fuck my life. Okay, so the 3 starters are Chlorobat, a grass-type bat, Feral, a fire-type squirrel, and Torrentler, a water-type deer, fawn, something along those lines. Something I did notice looking through all of their designs, it's quite the differences from within the post that's announcing them to their designs that are showed off in the picture I showed before. The big example is Torrentler losing some of its like blue eyes, the F on its water thing, I don't know what's that on its leg, it being a little bit more druzy, the fur being a little bit more different, and the Feral as well being a little bit weirder in design. I can't really, if you put them both two together, it's gonna look pretty weird. I don't know why that is. Their colors seem to get a little bit darker, some of their smaller features seem to be gone out, like in details. I can't find a reference for the artist, I can't find anything about these. They look so simple, they're so boring, I don't know. I don't want to point fingers or something, because if this is a honest mistake on my part and I'm not the one that is looking into this, but these feel like, I don't know, I don't want to say that they're AI generated, because they definitely look a bit wacky to me, like something's going on, but it could honestly be just a massive oversight by the one that drew them, so I'm not gonna dwell on it a little bit. I just find this a little bit weird. I'm still semi-excited for this game, not that excited honestly, but I'm still keeping an eye on it. I just find it really weird. Like these designs, I don't know, in pictures specific, they're just very weird. I can't place a finger on it. Leaving that to the side, we got another huge news. Pokemon Flux Episode 2 has released. For those that didn't know, Pokemon Flux is a Pokemon fan game that was really popular. A lot of people did like Flux. I myself haven't tried it, but from what I heard, it's really good. I know it's got like some sort of crossover together with Pokemon Uranium from what I've seen. I have not seen that much, but it definitely seems like an interesting game, and it seems to have around 20 plus hours now of gameplay, which is a good amount. I'm very excited for the people that like this game. I have it now on my radar. I had it beforehand, but just, and I'm very excited to see if I actually get to try it out before it gets another update. And now for the final pair of news, the big one, the big boy. EV Expo 4 release date. You guys know EV Expo is a website that came after Relic Castle, where people now put their Pokemon fan games on, like Poke Harbor, Poke Community, etc. And the EV Expo, it's an exposition of Pokemon fan games, like a fan game direct, like I just discussed earlier. This case, it got revealed, the release date got revealed to be May 12th, 2025, which at the time of writing this, of filming this actually, it's tomorrow, which is super hype. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow for the live to watch it directly, but I'll most likely make a video regards of the news there if I have the time, or maybe a video with my reaction when I get to play it, you know, not live. But yeah, this is very exciting. If I'd have any predictions for the EV Expo, it will most likely be a Far-Fetched Tale 2, something Vanguard related, and then I don't know, maybe the next game jam and some Covenant updates, a lot of game updates. I'm thinking. I don't think there'll be a lot of completely new games announced, but we'll sit and see. And with that, these have been the news within the Pokemon fangame community this past week. Now, this doesn't seem like a lot, but it's been enough to make like 10 minutes of content, so this is an absolute win to me. I don't know what else to say. I guess I should apologize again for not uploading as frequently as I thought I would. My videos have just not been what I wanted to make. They haven't been the tone I really liked. They've been kind of negative, to be honest, and I kind of just did not like that and scrapped them. So I'll try to make the videos a lot more that I like, on a lot more upbeat tone to say, a lot more praise than a critique to really say. So I'll probably get to making a video soon. Actually, I do have some in mind. I'll just have to really get to it, get a script going, or just lowball everything. Oh yeah, by the way, this whole video was without a script. If you guys heard me ushering or just left some dead space there, that's basically why, because I did not have a script when writing this. So for video plans now, you'd likely hear from me from afterwards the EV Expo 4. Maybe a new video on Sunday to talk about other Pokemon news that happen next week. And maybe a video about something in specific. We don't know. Why? I don't know actually. In any case, I'll most likely hear from you guys, or you guys will hear from me next week. Follow me on Twitter if you guys want, and I'll see you all whenever it may be.